attendees trickling in, solving their technical difficulties. Once again, shout out to Christian, the guy in the back, trying to resolve all of them. Also our lead quality assurance. So that's also the guy you guys have been yelling at for not testing the game. He is currently the one responsible trying to provide the tournament for every single one of you to watch and for the guys to actually able to play. So let's just check the situation over there. Are we good to go?
Okay, it seems like we're good to go.
All right, so are we ready to kick this off?
I think we are, Bella.
All right, let's see here. Christian is giving everybody fame points. I think everybody is in. Let's just see how it goes.
Okay, the announcement has just gone off. The tournament has started, so I think we can ask our technical guy Christian to maybe give us a person that we can spectate at the moment, just so we can see what they are doing at the moment. So see how they start the game and basically what their plan is in the moment. Oh,
Well, I
I see we have Carnage Gaming SA. We can check on him.
Oh no, wait a minute,
Oh,
our
never
guy
mind.
Christian just ported me
We're getting
somewhere out.
teleported.
And let's see who we have. We got CJ over here. He's currently trying to get that first loot, getting the head game early. Let's see how he deals with the mech. I hope he doesn't get spotted. I mean, the barracks is one of the easier points to get into to get that loot due to having a straight, yeah, he already knows having that straight line to the first barrack. Let's see if he's gonna use that bush first. No, he's just going straight for it, the madman. Alright, sweet.
Yeah, maybe he is taking the fact that the mechs have been nerfed a little too seriously. Even if one hits you in the leg with one of those big ass bullets, you're gonna start limping and you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh yeah, well, he does have 2 adrenaline shots, but yeah, once he uses them up, and you wanna keep one for any PvP engagement you might get yourself into, because remember, that zone is going to come in pretty fast.
Yeah, and the boot camp is at the other end of it, which doesn't play good if you're limping and out of adrenaline shots. But it looks like he has already found himself a ballistic vest, which should significantly help him against bullets, but also puppets, especially because if you guys didn't know, puppets deal reduced melee damage if you're wearing a vest. Also.
Yeah, let's see, he also has a hat over here, which it doesn't give him any tactical advantage whatsoever, but I think he just wanted to look tactical, so
It
good
looks
on you.
nice.
Oh, I see, he got a shotgun. Well, alright, let's leave him to loot. Let's see who do we have next.
Okay,
Oh.
somebody's already gone for the cargo drop. This is interesting.
Oh, we got a
typical.
fight. We got a fight. We got John Blaze Live versus Condition 13 over the cargo drop. They're using their improvised rifle. John Blaze Live, the madman running around naked.
Juking around. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Let's see here. Going left and right. You know, the single shot pistol is right here. So running around in this situation is preferable to make him miss. Try to get that first kill. Try to get that cargo drop. Condition 13, he's backing out. He's not going into John Blaze's trap.
Yeah, I think the best bet for John Blaze is, as it seems he doesn't have any bullets left. Maybe he should start pistol whipping him because even though you may not.
Oh, there we go.
He
First
falls
kill.
down.
We got first blood. First blood. John Blaze managed to take out Condition 13 right at the start for that cargo drop. Well done, John Blaze.
Well done,
Unfortunately
indeed.
for you, Condition, but let's see how he fares with the cargo drop. As you know, the cargo drops have been revamped recently, so he might get a full gear, but he also might get a lot of crafting materials, which currently in this situation may not be as much useful for him. And I think he managed to get an as well, the 9.39 millimeters, well, hybrid. Let's see here. No, he has an AP5. He managed to get an MP5. 9mm, but a full auto weapon. It might help him a lot if the enemy does not have any armor, but it also might not. So
A
I
full
s-
auto weapon in this situation, especially this early on in the game, especially if he got a mag and bullets for it, is probably one of the biggest advantages you can get, especially in the early game.
all right, I see that Condition 13 has managed to make his way back to the area. So let's leave them to see how the situation develops as we look at anything else going on.
Also, keep in mind that every single player has 10 lives in total, and if they die, that's over. So, especially, and if we get to the sudden death mode at the end, people will have no more lives left, and they will be out of the tournament for good. As we see now, Carnage Gaming is looting around the castle, which is basically in the middle. He may be going for the tactic of looting the castle first and then making himself a little defensive perimeter so he can keep safe and ambush everybody else that's probably going to be pushed in by the zone. In the distance, we could have seen Deir and in the behind. Who knows? Maybe he has the same idea of pushing the castle and making himself a defensive perimeter and going around defending against people who are being pushed in by the zone.
Yeah, it might seem as a good tactic. Depends on how well the first geared player comes to his territory over here. Because remember, all right, he has an improvised pistol, but if a guy comes with a tactical vest, a helmet, Kevlar helmet, and a full auto weapon that he managed to loot from somewhere else, it's not going to go as well for him as he thinks. But I think we have another person here at the castle trying to score that. Yeah, we got Dyer who already found himself a bow. I think he's gonna try to craft himself some arrows. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this unfolds. But let's see, let's move on to leave them to it. So we're gonna come back to them later.
Yeah, and in this instance, we can see whether his payoff in skills has been taken for granted. Because if he took maybe let's say medium archery and if he found a medium recurve bow, let's say for about 70% poundage, he can one shot almost any person if they're not wearing any ballistic vests or other protective gear.
Oh, let's see what we have here. We got Dream Reaper Gaming running around. Has he managed to loot anything? He managed to craft himself a spear. I think he went for a melee build, unless he plans to throw that, which, yeah, it's going to work against an armored opponent pretty good, but if his opponent even has a stab through vest, it's going to have his protection pretty good. Alright, so an arrow or a spear or something like that to protect himself. I don't know, from this area, my first order of things would try to get down that dam, get into that point, try to grab some guns, try to grab some loot, try to grab some armor, and see how it goes.
Yeah, in my opinion, for the beginning of this match, even though you have the improvised pistol, you should keep in mind that it's not really reliable. So my first order of business would be to craft a stone knife and then try getting at least two spears for myself, because spears are really effective against puppets. They're also effective against players who don't have a ranged weapon, especially because the spear has reach on them, and not to mention, if you throw a spear directly into someone's head, they will most likely die.
All right, let's see who we have next here. I see we are near a poi. We have Andarijo. I'm sorry, man. I'm probably gonna butcher your name a couple of times. Andarijo.
Let me just correct you. It's Andarillo.
Oh, my bad. All right, that's a bit easier to pronounce. And we got Tyrone Shoelaces running into opposite direction. Oh, what do we have here? We have a puppet
Puppet
running
engagement.
for him, but yeah, he's using that improvised handgun. But I think Andarillo heard that shot. At least he should hear that shot.
I think it was maybe too far away.
Yeah, I think so too, actually. Let's see what he's doing as Tyrone Shoelaces is making his way to the bunker, probably to loot it.
Oh, Andarillo is
Andarillo
really close to
is
the zone.
currently laying down by the zone. I think he's not sure if the game started. Oh, he's starting to get up as the zone is moving in, and he's off. He's off. All right, it's good. A bit of delay on this part, a little miscommunication, but he's off, so he can still get that gear. He's probably gonna go for that bunker where Tyrone Shoelace is in.
Yeah, I think we should pay attention to both of them at least because we can see an encounter maybe form, or maybe no, he's not going towards the bunker, which is interesting.
No, he's not. He's going somewhere else. Let's try to spot where he's going. Oh, he's running to the safe area.
Yeah, but there's no loot in the safe area.
There's no loot in the safe area, but it allows him to stay alive a bit more longer, or maybe traverse through the safe area to a place there where he knows there's loot. He's aiming at something. I'm wondering what.
Maybe he's trying to listen for any incoming enemies, but I think let's switch to Tyrone Shoelaces just so we can see how he's faring within the bunker.
Yeah, let's see that. Oh, I see the mech has spotted him.
Yeah, but he's already inside, I believe.
Yeah, he managed to get in, and he's closing the door behind him so he doesn't have any intruders or other players to come in unexpected.
Yeah, closing the door is really important because even if you get into the bunker, closing the doors gives you an advantage. So if another player tries to get in, they can either get in through the hatch or going through the door, which really, when they start opening it, it makes a lot of noise, so it alerts you and helps you be prepared since they engage.
It appears he has been in combat with this puppet and he's trying to patch himself up. Let's move on to the next player as we will come back to them and see what they're doing.
The mechs seem to be talking together about a plan how to get their own shoelaces, and they're probably mad that he got past them so easily.
Oh, here we are. We are at the dam. Let's see who we have here.
Who decided to take the
We
risk
got
of going
Rough
to the dam?
Shaggy. Well, I think the dam is one of the most difficult poise to loot, in my opinion, because it's got so much open area to even approach the cargo to loot the guns. But he managed to slip away on that right side, which is, I think, the best approach to it, because you have these bushes and these tree line to move in and kind of climb up on top and get this early loot before the mech seeing you. And I think I saw we got Carnage up there. No, Dream Reaper Gaming. We got Dream Reaper Gaming over up there. I think he's gonna try to go for the dam, trying to climb down like a goat from the mountain to get to some poise, or maybe even trying to get to the castle early on, trying to get that camping mechanic in.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have a really straightforward way to go down to the dam. I mean, he can risk taking his fall damage, but I see Chappie here willing to go and take the fall damage possibly to... Oh no, he
Oh,
died.
Chappie died. I think Chappie.
Oh no,
Oh
he's
no
resting.
no, he's resting. He's resting. All right.
Yeah, but I think he is willing to take a dive, at least try and get down the mountain
Well, he doesn't
the
even
Skyrim way.
really even need to die to climb down that mountain, but I think yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he fell down.
He did fall down. I think it's. I don't think he used his adrenaline shots to fix that leg, but I think he might want to. Because running up that mountain or climbing down with that busted leg is going to be a problem. He's going to lose valuable time while the other players are getting gear, especially Rough Shaggy down there, who is. Let's see how he managed to get his gear over there. He managed to get inside of the building, and yeah, he's still carrying a shovel. And I think he managed to get some gear.
He might want to go into the main building because that's where all of the good loot is, especially on the roof. For those of you guys that don't know, there's also boxes up on the roof, which also contain some really nice loot.
There we are, and I think he managed to get a Winchester and an MP5 from the first couple of boxes. No, it's an AK and a Winchester. The AK, one of my favorite weapons in the game, actually. It's really reliable, accurate, and the bullet kicks like nothing.
Yeah, and especially with the new bullet variations that we've added, finding either tracer bullets or normal bullets is okay, but if you get that armor piercing bullet, you're gonna do a lot more damage.
Alright, let's see how other players are faring as Rough Shuggy is trying to loot as much as he can from this boy. He did get a hiking backpack, so he's going to be able to get as much of the items from this boy as possible. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. We got Stealth and Chappie over there, up there. Let's see how they're doing.
Maybe they're engaged in combat. We shall see in a moment.
Chappie is
Moving towards
limping
stealth. Yeah, but he's not moving
from the
towards stealth.
fall. I think Stealth saw him, but
No, he was too far away. He couldn't
no,
have saw
no,
him.
he didn't see him.
I think
I
he's
think Stealth is, yeah, he's
resting up.
resting. He's trying to get away. They almost managed to get run into each other. I think that would be a pretty bad situation for Chappie since, yeah, the improvised pistol only has one bullet, but as you're limping, you really can maneuver that much and make the guy shooting at you miss.
I don't think he managed to get through that bunker alive because he was naked before, and I doubt he had inmate clothes beforehand. So that's one of his lives gone, definitely.
Yeah, I don't understand, yes, except maybe the giggle factor, why they always take off their clothes at the start of the live. I mean, I would think that you would want those extra free pockets for the inventory space once you get to something you can take. That's the problem I always find on like these events is like you have a lot of items that you want to take, ammo, magazines. You're not sure if you're gonna find that weapon. You always want to take, so uh, you always have something for each of the rifle you find, or maybe you find your favorite rifle, but you may not, so you took the wrong ammo. So inventory space is a really big deal in this event. So, well, maybe I'm missing something here as he's lying down to rest. Let's see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, and I think probably the reason he and most people take off their clothes as soon as they respawn is to be less noticeable, as you've seen probably by the extremely bright orange colors of the inmate shirt and inmate pants. You can be easily seen in the wild even from a distance. And if he didn't take off his clothes, he probably would have been more noticeable as he proned in the grass before we moved on to Kamikaze, who is just standing inside of the bunker. I don't know what he's doing.
He's sticking with the AK-47 over here. Uh, a good choice in my opinion, since the RPK is a bit more stable, but it's also heavier, so it's gonna drain more stamina on him, and it's gonna make him lose more energy, which is not going to be a really good deal for him. But the both rifles use the same bullet. But let's leave him to loot. Let's see what's going on next. Oh, we're at the airfield. Let's see what's going on at the airfield. As many of the veterans know the airfield, Oh, we got top class over here. As I was saying, most of the veterans top class known for his clips of sniping people on this airfield. I think it's really suiting for him to start off near it and starting to loot on the airfield. I think that's going to go really well for him.
Yeah, the airfield is especially good because there are a lot of mechs, but it's really a broad space that you can move in, and if you use the environment correctly, you can really get an advantage along those mechs and maybe distract them to go the other way while you loot, especially these barracks, which are filled to the brim with really good loot.
Yeah, well, and as many of the veteran players know, the airfield does have a special space in everybody's heart since this was one of the first impromptu PvP zones everybody gathered on and just starting shooting at each other. All right, let's see. Let's leave top class living to do as what he does best, and let's get to the next guy. I see we are at the factory.
Yeah,
Uh,
factory is also one of those locations. It's pretty tight with a lot of mechs, so you gotta be really careful with how you move, especially since mechs can, apart from seeing you, they can also hear you. And it can be really dangerous if you're moving too fast, if you're sprinting everywhere, especially if you're wearing a lot of gear. You need to take everything into account when it comes to looting an area that's filled with mechs. Even though they're nerfed currently, they will be they are manageable even though it's a really tight space.
we got Trilla Gorilla over here in the factory. He is trying to get some loot. I don't think, since it's a 2-hour tournament, that he should be focusing on those shells. Maybe try to get somewhere else. But let's leave him to the looting and see what next we have. We are back at the
At the boot camp.
boot camp. Yeah. Oh, we got a mech spotting something or someone. We got Loaf Lord here. Has he managed to take out? No. Oh, we got Rough Shaggy pretty close as well. Actually, he's a bit too far, but and we got CJ close as well, I think. I think he's gonna go for the boot camp as well if he managed to get across this lake, but for his trajectory, I think he's gonna avoid him. But Lowflord has his moment with the mech right now. He's hiding, trying to loot. He managed to snag an M9 with a flashlight on it. He does have a tactical vest and some military gear for good inventory space. Hopefully he can grab something more, a rifle or something. The M9 is not bad, but it is quick to jam. That is the problem. Oh, he did manage to get Deval.
I think that's actually a Deagle, not a M9. It
Oh,
lo-
you are right. That is a Deagle. Well,
it looks like he also has a mag for it, a red dot, and a flashlight as well. I don't know how much the flashlight will help, but definitely a mag is what's gonna carry you in the early game.
yeah, and he managed to get the Val, but let's leave him to it. Let's see the other player.
Looks like we got some action going on in this bunker over here. We got Carnage Gaming and Rough Shaggy. They're going into the same bunker.
I yeah. Oh yeah, you
Rough
are
Shaggy's
right.
going
Rough
in.
Shaggy is going to try to enter Carnage's bunker. Let's see how far Carnage is in this bunker. Oh, I know this bunker. This is the bunker you were stuck in.
Yeah, this was the bunker I was stuck in, and funnily enough, this is actually the biggest bunker in the whole game. It has most loot options and most looting containers, and most of these containers actually contain pretty good loot. So I would be surprised if he doesn't find something before Rough Shaggy gets in and tries to combat him without any bullets whatsoever.
Yeah, let's see how Rough Shaggy is faring outside of the bunker. Over here, he's gonna go run for it. The mech will not spot him. He's going to manage to get in. This is going to be interesting. If he is he going to get that the bunker has been looted by Carnage? He does have a shotgun. Now, depending on what the rounds he has or shells for the shotgun, it might even be to his advantage in this close quarters if he has a slug or the regular buckshot. But unfortunately, since Carnage does have body armor, the Birdshot is not gonna really help him out here.
Yeah, and Carnage Gaming needs to keep a close eye on what's going on within the bunker because Rough Shaggy just going in balls deep, opening doors right and left, and these doors. Oh, he placed a mine. Well, that was an interesting turn of events.
Oh, yep, there we go. He managed to get a kill. He placed the mine. Actually, a pretty good play by him to secure the entrance of the bunker he's currently looting. I think he probably even heard that.
So I like it. Carnage is playing smart. He found a mine and he found a use for it right at the beginning.
I
He
like how the guy is totally unfazed that he heard that his mine detonated like really close and he just keeps looting. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna get my gear here.
Well, I mean, loot is what's gonna carry you throughout this tournament. Well, of course, aiming and skill, but how are you gonna aim if you don't have a gun to aim with? But I'm glad he played it smart, played it safe, because he probably didn't find the ideal combination of guns and bullets that he wanted to get. So he decided, why not just place a mine at the entrance, protect myself, and get his gear that he probably got from the outside as well.
All right, we got the last of the players that didn't manage to get in due to technical difficulties that are starting to get in. So let's check what Eroctic is doing. As Carnage Gaming is looting his poor victim's body. Oh, he managed to get an MP5 SD out of that, but he also has one, so doesn't really do much for him. All right, let's go.
Okay, we're moving on to see. Oh, they're pretty close actually.
Oh yeah, we got Eroctic TTV.
Yeah, plugging his Twitch channel as you should. He's
He
currently
is
not
in
close to
between
anyone.
Kamikaze and Mr. Nick Adams. He is running directly towards Kamikaze's location. Let's see what Kamikaze is doing and what does he have. No, wait,
He's
that's
still in the bunker.
he's in the bunker. So I think Arachnix might try to go for his bunker. He's immediately running in, using all of his stamina and resting just to get to the action as fast as he could. Let's see how Mr. Mix Adam is doing. If he's trying to get to Arachnix or he's just hiding in the bush right now.
He's also probably resting. The thing about, well, if you're trying to rush so much in SCUM, you run out of stamina pretty quick, and also you need to keep your metabolism going because you're gonna lose a lot of stamina and you won't be able to run as far. So it's either profitable for you to just jog everywhere and not lose as much stamina so you don't have to rest that often, or you can try and rush in, use up your metabolism and stamina.
Kamikaze is still in the bunker. Arachnix is going to try to get in. No, he's running away. Maybe trying to get a different approach to the bunker. I think the mech has spotted him, so he's going to try to get another angle on it. Let's see what everybody else is doing as he's trying to get into the bunker, try to get Kamikaze, maybe. We will see. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got Rough Shaggy. Still at the entrance of this bunker where Carnage is currently looting.
Rough Shaggy's also came. Rough Shaggy's probably came back for his revenge. Hopefully, Carnage didn't place another mine at the entrance. I'm sure Rough Shaggy learned his lesson the last time, so hopefully he can get in and get his revenge as well.
I think Rough Shaggy is going to play it some bit more smart here. Maybe plan an ambush as he goes outside of the bunker, because he is going to have to go outside of the bunker eventually, since that zone is going to shrink over that bunker, and the mech has just spotted Rough Shaggy. He is going to try to have to hide and get that mech to focus on. Well, maybe this is actually a good tactic. Try to activate the mech so you take out Carnage for him as soon as Carnage walks out.
That would be a good plan, using the mechs to your advantage actually, and taking
Oh,
care
he
of.
baited him. He baited him. He baited the mech over there so he can enter the bunker again.
Wow, impressive. Look, I think Carnage is near the entrance. I think he might be having a lookout for Rough Shaggy. I think he's expecting him actually. This, those doors are really loud, so I wouldn't be surprised if Carnage is ready for Rough Shaggy
Oh,
as soon
he's
as he
ready.
enters.
He's
Yeah,
ready. He
he
has
is
his
ready. He is
eyes. He
peeking.
has an yeah, he has a Dremag. Let's see how it goes here. Carnage Gaming aiming with the AK at Rough Shaggy. Rough Shaggy is going back a little bit. He's closing those doors. I think he might have spotted him, but Carnage is not having him. He's rushing him currently, not letting him get his gear back, trying to get some shots. He got him again. He managed to get Rough Shaggy again. I think Rough Shaggy is down to 8 lives here.
Yeah, Rough Shaggy is really having a hard time. He didn't really play it safe at the moment, even though he probably should. Knowing that Carnage was inside of the bunker, most likely still looting, since this is one of the biggest bunkers. You can get a lot of gear through this bunker, and him having the gear, he just didn't stand a chance. Sadly, he just didn't stand a
Yeah, that
chance.
is going to be a major aspect of it. That's why the all of the thingy where you can just camp at the center is not gonna work. Because if you're camping at the center, you're not gonna get as much good gear over there as you can get on the rest of the map. So it's gonna play a major role of how much you're traversing over the map while you're getting to the castle. Even if you spawn near the castle at the start, you might wanna start running out to the nearest point to try to get some gear before you come back and try to outplay the other players.
Also, hopefully taking a position outside somewhere of the castle so you can pick people off trying to do the same thing that you did, and entering the castle and basically setting up a defensive perimeter and making sure nobody gets in apart from you. So probably a better position would be outside of the actual castle and then get people going in. And looks like Aroctic is moving towards a World War II bunker. And if you didn't know, these are also really valuable with loot. They have a high chance of spawning a Kar 98K, apart from other guns like the Winchester, etc. So they are really good loot alternatives to bunkers, especially since there are no mechs here. You may encounter a few puppets here and there, but mechs are no issue when trying to loot a World War II bunker.
Yeah, absolutely. And even though you can't probably get an assault rifle or an automatic rifle, there is a chance, but a lower chance in the World War II bunkers. The Kar 98 is a bolt action rifle that is really reliable and uses a really powerful bullet. So let's see how that goes. He's still on his improvised pistol. I don't think he managed to find anything except for the camouflaged shirt. And we are, I believe, at the prison. And who do we have here? We have Rough Shaggy currently right now and Stealth ZF both at the prison. Stealth might actually see him from the window. He does. He's taking his shots. Rough Shaggy really does not have any luck currently, just running into players left and right that have a drop on him. That is one of the biggest dangers when you run into the point is that there is probably another player in there waiting with the gear, just waiting to pop somebody's head off. And we got Stealth here trying to get a corner. That's really actually a smart play for him. He did take his shots on Rough Shaggy, my bad, from that window over there, but he did switch corners, switch angles. So if Rough Shaggy has something and tries to get a shot on Stealth, he's not going to be over there anymore, and he's going to have that tactical advantage. Rough Shaggy is trying to see where the shots are coming from. He managed to get some gear again. He is currently looking where Stealth is shooting him from, but I think he decided to continue looting and not getting into that duel because the gun sounds are really distinctive, and I think he recognized that Stealth does have an assault rifle.
Looks like Stealth is going to be moving in for a push, and I hope Rough Shaggy learned his lesson from the bunker that playing safe is usually your best bet, and waiting for an encounter for a person to come by is actually more advantageous, because usually how with how our ballistics work, usually the first person who fires the bullet is the winner because he
Oh,
just
there you go.
entered the building. Okay, never mind. I guess he didn't learn his lesson and try and keep patient and walk slowly to not get attention, but okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Shaggy here. He really doesn't have any luck. He just keeps running into players that already have an angle and see him. So we have Stealth here currently looting his body, probably gonna take all of his gear, and that's a kill for Stealth.
But
Let's
as
see
we see,
if.
Tyrone is moving up to. He's moving away from the prison, while
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think he heard those shots. He knows he doesn't have any gear. He only has an improvised pistol. So I think he's doing a smart play here, either flanking around or just moving away entirely because he doesn't think. Oh, wait. I think we have Chappie also over here. Yeah, we do.
He might have he might have seen Tyrone move out of that way, but Chappie also seems pretty geared to maybe take on Stealth ZF.
He does have a Winchester, which I do believe he does have ammo for. The question is, does he have the ammo for RPK here?
Yeah, we're gonna find out as soon as he enters the. Oh, looks like Tyrone is maybe making a circle around and maybe trying to go in from the back,
Yeah,
where there's
maybe.
less
Maybe it's a
mechs.
flanking maneuver over there.
The prison is also one of the more interesting POIs because it has a lot of military boxes that are filled to the brim with loot, especially since we've increased it for the sake of the tournament. But currently, it looks like StelZF is currently holding the prison as his own, and he's not planning to let it go.
Yeah, the thing, also the thing about the prison is that most of those boxes, the crates are outside, so you have to always keep in mind the mechs as you're looting these, so you don't get shot. But there is also one interesting thing about the prison. If you play the game enough, you do know that underground, you do have also some crates, but somewhere around here, I do believe there is also an armory. And yeah, Stealth has found it. He does know he is there. The only way to get to it is through the stairs, so that really shows he does have the map knowledge for this.
Yeah, and map knowledge is a key aspect of playing within this tournament because most people would just go through the prison, maybe go through the first level and the second level and not even bother to look anywhere else. But the people who actually explore and know the good places where the actual loot is, and especially since the loot is increased, so that means military spawners and like spawners that usually spawn weapons and ammo are even more powerful. So knowing where those exactly are so you can rush towards them and get the gear as soon as possible gives you a really big advantage in the game. And it looks like Chappie is moving in, but also Tyrone Shoelaces, as we mentioned, going in from the back, trying to get a flank maybe on Stealth AF, or maybe trying to get in, get some easy gear before he can engage onto Stealth ZF, because there's no way he didn't hear him.
All right, we're gonna leave him for now. We don't want to stick around to everybody long so the delay doesn't catch up and they got unfair info. All right, we got Feudal here. He is currently looking in this bush. He managed to get a Hunter. Unfortunately, one of the worst rifles in the game, but he also does have a Winchester, which, in my opinion, is the best shotgun in the game. He is moving to John Blaze's position, and we also have Anonimo over there with Rocky No Hands. I think they see each other. Anonimo might be getting some shots on Rocky No Hands. Yes, he is.
Anonymous already has a sniper rifle. Did he kill Rocky No Hands? I think he's still moving.
It's not a sniper rifle, it's an AK with a suppressor on it. He doesn't have a mag for it, but he's still using it bullet by bullet. It's a fair tactic. He's trying to get some shots on Rocky Nahans, trying to get him. But Rocky Nahans is just running away. It's not. I don't think it's gonna hit him anymore. And he managed to get away. But he is now currently running towards John Blaze. If John Blaze, but John Blaze, I think, is a little bit too far from there. He is. Oh, he is waiting over here. He does have an MP5 and a Oh, there we go. The car 98. He is waiting by the bush. I think he's waiting for a couple. We have. Oh, there we go. I think John Blaze is waiting to see if anybody's gonna shoot at the cargo drop, so he doesn't go up there first. And we see Feudal running to the cargo drop first, and but we also have CJ over there looking at that cargo drop, trying to see if there's
He
anybody going
spotted him.
for it
He's
as
moving
well.
in. But little do they know, this is going to be a five-man cargo drop engagement right here. John Blaze has started to moving in as well.
Yeah,
We
John
got
Blaze.
Rocky
No,
No
John
Hands.
Blaze now sees the open door. Fural needs to loot quickly, but I think John Blaze is going to get him. But CJ is right on John Blaze's flank. He managed to get Fural, but CJ
He didn't
sees John
notice CJ.
Blaze.
He didn't notice CJ. Oh my God, he's coming back.
Oh, he closed the door. He managed to bunker himself into the cargo drop. CJ only needs to camp, but we also got Rocky No Hands running for the cargo drop, and since the cargo drop door is closed, I don't think he will know that there's anybody there unless he heard the shot from John Blaze.
He must have heard the shot from John Blaze. This is an open field, but Rocky No Hands looks like he's going in for the kill. Oh, and John Blaze gets
John
another
Blaze
one.
managed to get Rocky No Hands, but
But
CJ is
CJ's
now
coming
going
out
on
from the back,
John Blaze, and
he
CJ
got John
managed to take the
Blaze.
pot.
CJ's patiently waiting has paid off for him, but little does CJ know, Anonymous 101 is also on his way with a Car 90 with a AK-47, but he doesn't have a magazine, so CJ is at a pretty big advantage actually.
Yeah, CJ is actually meant he has a pretty good pool over there to grab the loot, but I think he's doing a smart play here because the duel has been really long and those shots probably have been heard. So he's running away right now, trying to take what he got, or maybe he's just trying to get another position to see if anybody else is gonna try to get that drop over here.
Considering there's been a lot of gunfire, I don't think. Oh, Rocky No Hands still didn't
Rocky No Hands
respawn.
is just he still hasn't respawned.
Okay, let's see what Anonymous he may be moving in, or he's probably patiently waiting to see if someone's going to move in to the cargo drop.
Also, we have received word that unfortunately Hitman's back is having technical difficulties. He can't get in due to the latency issues. Uh, I'm really sad to see that because the man, the legend, has been waiting till 2 a.m. to play on this tournament. I hope he can manage to get in, but we'll see.
Yeah, okay, it looks like Anonymous is just taking a little break here, drinking some beer, I believe,
Yeah, I think it's a beer.
to get his energy back. CJ is roaming around the cargo drop, seeing if maybe he can pick some more people off. But John Blaze really did go on a streak, but he sadly didn't know where CJ was, and he got the better of him.
But we did get a nice fight out of it, and that's what it's all about. All right, let's go back. Let's go to the next set of people. I think we're back at the factory or prison.
Factory.
It's factory.
And it looks like Rough Shaggy is back at it again, trying his luck with another mech infiltrated zone.
Let's see if he managed to get a baseball bat. I really hope he gets some gear over here this time so he can get some competitive edge on these guys. We got Eroctic to the factory as well. He's looting the barrack building, which is a smart play here.
It looks like he's going the longer routes just so he can avoid all of the mechs. I'm sure he knows that the mechs do a little bit less damage, but everyone would be afraid, especially when those mechs start firing those many gunshots at you, which can just shred you, even though their damage has been nerfed for the sake of the
Release
tournament.
damage, but it can still hit you in the leg, make you limp. You're slow, and that damage adds up. So they do still pose danger.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, I see Eroctic managed to scavenge an AK-74U and the 590, the Mossberg shotgun, let's say. And he's Just waiting over here, trying to let that mech pass so he can get into the poi to grab that loot. Let's see how Rough Shaggy is doing right now.
Rough Shaggy still seems to be looting, but
Oh, he managed to get a gun. Oh, he managed to get two guns. He managed to get a Winchester and the RPK. Hopefully can grab some ammo and magazines for him. Well, he only needs a magazine for the RPK since the Winchester has its own magazine. But let's leave him to it. Let's go to the next player over here. Oh, there we go.
looks like we're back at the bunker.
I think it's, oh, we got Loaf Lord entering the bunker. I think it's safe to say currently this is Carnage's
Go back
bunker.
to the door. I think Carnage has placed another mine at the beginning of the door. Loaf Lord is. Let's see if Loaf Lord is going to fall for that trap. Wait, was the mine armed? I don't think he armed it. But yeah,
Oh, but Loaf Lord is pretty much geared.
Yeah, he has an MP5 with a magazine, so if he keeps his cool, he may be getting Carnage, but he needs
Carnage
to watch
Gaming
out for the
looking
mine.
through the door. Loaf Lord is being a bit careful here. He sees all of that clothes at the floor. He knows people died over here, especially since there is pretty good gear on the floor, like this helmet and the MP5 SD. Carnage Gaming is moving to the side. He's gonna trust his mind, try to let his mind do all the work for him. As Loaf Lord is slowly checking all the corners. Not sure if he should enter in. I think he saw the mine. Yeah, he saw the mine. He took out the mine.
Very good play on John Blaze's on the Loaf Lord side. And I think there was another mine which was triggered by the explosion of the first mine. Carnage's placement of the mine wasn't really optimal, but Carnage is sitting ready and waiting.
Oh, that's smart. Let him come into the big word and surprise him from the hallway. That's a really good play over here.
We'll see how this fight. Let's.
I see Loaf Lord throwing grenades. Not sure if this was a flash grenade. No, it's a smoke grenade. He's trying to smoke the entrance, try to rush in. I like this. I like this. This is really smart tactics, but unfortunately, oh no, he threw the smoke grenade so he can patch himself up.
I think what would probably work better is a flare because it, apart from the smoke factor, it also blinds. Well, not blinds exactly, but
No, this is actually pretty good play.
Carnage is pushing.
Carnage is rushing him.
Loaf Lord
and he managed to get him.
They both died.
Double kill. We got a double kill here, folks.
They both died. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. Now, depending on where they spawn, we shall see who tries to get their gear first. This was definitely an interesting encounter, if I might say so.
All right, let's check on stealth and the boys at the prison. Well, no, this is the factory over here.
This is the factory, and it looks like Eroctic and Rough Shaggy are literally bunker
right
to bunker
next to each other. This is going to be interesting here.
Especially with the mechs roaming around. I don't think Eroctic knows Rough Shaggy is in the next building. He might have heard the door, but Rough Shaggy is looting still. He has his gun, but we don't know if he currently has any bullets to defend himself. And Eroctic might be moving in.
Eroctic has opened the door. He is going to try to make a run for it. I do believe he's going to try to run right next to the other building as soon as he is sure he is clear of the mechs. I think Loaf Lord, as he died, has respawned over here. He's going to try to get into the factory as well. But let's see over here how Eroctic and Rough Shaggy fare. Rough Shaggy definitely heard those doors that Eroctic has opened and closed here.
Let's see if Rough Shaggy is planning on being defensive or no. He's just sitting there chilling, probably setting up his loot.
Oh, I think he managed to find the mag for the MP5. Probably, yeah, he managed to find it. He probably loaded it. Now he has that advantage of not having to reload every single bullet individually.
Yeah, and also keep in mind the Rocktick also has a gun with a magazine, so they're pretty much the person who gets to them first is the winner. If you start shooting, you can win. Oh, here we go. Action is starting. He doesn't know where he. Oh! Yeah, Rough Shaggy. He really has it rough. Sorry for the pun, I know, but it was just too perfect. Yeah, definitely when they catch up, we're gonna need to see some Fs in the chat. Rough Shaggy, he's just running in, not being too careful. He thinks, I have a few lives, it's gonna be okay. But he's probably down to already half, and the circle is starting to close in. We're almost at the first hour mark of the tournament, and the circle is getting closer. But Rough Shaggy's still going in like a madman, so yeah, all you need to do is save on to that one life, wait until sudden death, and hopefully either survive or manage to maybe kill someone with a spear if you're not geared enough. As we see, still taking control of the prison. It doesn't look like he has any competition at the moment. Let's see if he has any gear just so we can confirm if he got. Oh, no, looks like he died. He maybe got. Oh, no, he has some gear. So he decided to play it smart, go behind the back, loot the few containers that he could probably find and get out. He probably knew that someone was at least there in the prison, considering there was shooting going on there, and he didn't want to risk getting the attention of the mechs just by shooting at one bullet at a time because he doesn't have any magazine. So he opted in for going for the loot and then getting out. It's probably a very smart play. Looks like the mech has been aggroed, but I think Stealth is pushing him away just so he can make an easier escape. They're definitely having a fight. And he managed to get Kamikaze. What Kamikaze could have done if he was confident in his juking abilities, he could have run up to Feudal directly and just started smacking him. If Feudal doesn't have a chance to shoot at him, he would have probably survived and actually won that fight, considering you can stun lock people. Oh, looks like the zone is moving through the boot camp. Looks like the zone is moving closer to the boot camp, and we have Condition 13 and Anonymous 1-1. This should be interesting. This will be the first encounter that we see that a player is going to be pushed back by the zone into another player. Yeah, the mech seems to have noticed him. He just passed by the barracks that Anonymous just went into. Oh, maybe he'll notice him. Looks like Anonymous also has just the improvised handgun. We'll see who wins this fight. He's probably reloading a gun. He just crippled him. Anonymous has a big advantage. Let's see who takes the win. And Anonymous took him down. Good. Definitely. Looks like we're back in the forest again. Okay, we'll seeing John Blaze currently. Rocky No Hands is also moving into the moving into the forest. We're currently experiencing some technical difficulties with the drone, but I'll try and commentate from the back as well. Okay, we're starting moving in. Let's go.
All right. We got John Blaze live here and Rocky No Hands.
John Blaze looks like he's taking it slow. Rocky No Hands also moving in. Oh, and fun fact for the people that are watching and that didn't know, Rocky No Hands is actually a disabled person, and he plays using a special controller that he controls entirely with his mouth. And I gotta admit, I've seen his gameplay and I gotta admit, he plays a lot better than me in most cases. His montages are insane, and the dedication from that guy and the quality of the content that he puts in is insane. So props to him, and I think he really has a good chance of winning this tournament, considering he has extreme FPS skills and knowledge behind his back. Even with his special controller that he has, I think he has mastered it beyond anyone else, and it's going
Oh
really well.
no. Oh no. Oh wait, John Blaze is running after Rocky No Hands over here. He has spotted him. He did take a shot. That's a lot of damage right there. Took a shot with the shotgun. No Hands running away over here, trying to get to cover. John Blaze is still firing on him.
Yeah,
And he managed to get not only puppets, but I think condition 13 if he heard. But Rough Shaggy definitely heard that. He's gonna try to get that kill, try to win. Oh, he might get him. He might get him. Rough Shaggy might get his first kill. He missed. John Blaze shooting his shotgun. Rough Shaggy, run, run! I'm rooting for you. Come on, get him. He
oh,
managed to get Rough Shaggy there
oh,
in the
John Blaze has a
tie.
puppet on him,
Yeah, he has to deal with Rough Shaggy and the puppet at the same
and another
time.
puppet is coming back in. Rough Shaggy may take over the aggro of one of the puppets. Let's see who. Oh, and John
Oh,
Blaze took
and he
down Rough
managed to
Shaggy.
get him.
Rough Shaggy back at it again. I'm sure we've missed a lot of deaths during this tournament, but I think we've caught every single one of Rough Shaggy's deaths, which just proves how rough it is for him in this tournament,
Yeah,
especially. Rocky No Hands, though, he used the distraction from Rough Shaggy and the two puppets that were chasing John Blaze to escape and hopefully heal himself.
yeah, but he still has to deal with John Blaze Live, Feudal, and Rough Shaggy over here. So we're gonna see how that transpires. Let's see here. We got Feudal on the border of Zagorje, and Rocky No Hands and John Blaze inside. But we're gonna leave him to it. Let's see what's going on next. All right, we're back at the factory. I see. We got a Loaf Lord and a Rock Tick pretty close to each other. But
Still hanging out around the factory. They're probably hoping for gear respawns so they can get a bit of an edge before moving into the inner circles of the zone, and trying to get to that castle location so they can probably bunker down. And we see Rough Shaggy there in the background. He might take another chance at going to the factory, but considering he has lost a lot of lives, and this is going to be interesting.
yeah, we're gonna see he does have an RPK with a drum mag. I wonder if it's full here. And Rough Shaggy, we see him again, close. The man, the myth, the legend. He's trying again. I love how this man never gives up.
Yeah, you gotta have a certain amount of determination to keep playing on like that, and he's really sticking to his guns, and you gotta respect that.
I love him. I love him so much. Whoa, 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 wait, wait. Let's see here. Now he just ducked to try to loot more of the stuff. He's still looting that factory all around. Let's see how Loaf Lord is doing in that building.
He doesn't have any magazines currently. He's wearing a ballistic vest, which should help him against bullets and other puppets. But currently, what he needs to look for is either magazines or bullets. Okay, he seems to have found some bullets, but a magazine is what you're really looking for.
Yeah, all right, but let's see. Let's leave them to it and see what the rest of the guys are doing. And here we go. We are here in, what is this? This is Zagoria again. We got Feudal, John Blaze live, and Condition 13 still over here. Condition 13 is still in Zagoria. He is looting the garage. Let's see what he has on himself. Oh, he managed to get a kill. I'm not sure who he did manage to kill here. If we can get confirmation. Nope. All right. But he managed to get a kill. He is going to take that Winchester. He already has a sawed off, so he's probably more interested in just getting the ammo. But let's see John Blaze live and Feudal, since it seems that they are pretty close. As much as they are not as well. Feudal running over there, and John Blaze, he's currently hiding in this bush, still with his trusty Winchester, but his vest is really, really torn up.
Yeah, having a damaged vest also increases the damage taken because the defensive capabilities are lowered. Of course, the more damaged the vest actually is.
All right, let's see. We got Kamikaze also in the area, but he is currently just resting, I believe. Yeah, with an improvised rifle. I think it was Kamikaze he took out there. All right, we got John Blaze Live still going over there. I think Feudal managed to go in the completely different direction right now. Let's see how the zone is doing. It is getting real close. We are starting to lose more and more poise for looting, so which means whoever has something now, it's probably what he's going to have for the sudden death round.
Yeah, it's going to be really key to have at least one gun with one magazine full of bullets to help you in a tight situation. I mean, shotguns can help, but really gunning down someone with a full magazine is more effective, and especially if your aim is not as good, it can really help.
All right, low floor still in his building, trying to loot, try to build on what he has. He did put an optic on his AK, which I think is pretty smart since it does have a little bit of more range. And Aroctic is still over there on the second floor. Let's see how he goes. He is still has his own gear over here. I'm not sure what he's looking over here for, but I guess we will see.
He's playing it safe, checking that there's nobody in here, especially if he probably heard Low Lord or anybody else trigger the mechs. He might be playing it safe to check if any rooms uh, any rooms contain a person that he can kill and take their loot, because in the end, if you got an AK-47 filled with a drum mag and the other person has an improvised handgun, my bets would be on the person with the drum mag.
All right, let's leave them and let's go check on another player over here. We got Condition 13, Kamikaze, and we got Anonimo here and CJ. Anonimo here representing the Brazilian community. I think so, actually. He is Brazilian. He has a hunting rifle, not a really good choice, but I don't think he had a choice over there. CJ. We got CJ over there slowly making his way to Zagoria. Oh, he really has good gear. He has a helmet, he has his bulletproof vest, an MP5. I think, yeah, that's a regular MP5 with a suppressor on it, and I believe that is an RPK, which is really interesting how everybody is fighting the RPK right now. But when we tested it, and I had everything else needed for the RPK, but not the RPK itself, yeah, so that's really interesting to see.
Yeah, definitely. Zagreb seems to be a hotspot, especially because it's one of the few cities that actually has a. Oh, looks like the puppets were aggroed by the noise conditions their team was making, which made Kamikaze look for him. And if you didn't know, there's a few gun spawners inside of the church that you can find inside of the altar and at the top of the tower as well. Let's see if Condition gets his luck and finds something useful inside of this church.
Let's see if he.
Oh,
Well,
there's an M9 right here.
yeah, there's an M9 right there, but I think he already has an MP5K, so I think ammo and a mag for that MP5 would be more useful for him than an M9, but he did pick it up anyway. He might have the rest of the gear for it, but he does also have the Winchester, which I think compared with what Kamikaze has, which I think is only an improvised handgun.
Yeah,
Yeah, he only has that, so I think he will have an advantage over there for that. I think they might meet each other over there, but let's keep. Yeah, they do. They are. Condition 13 and Kamikaze currently fighting Condition 13, firing his shots at Kamikaze, and he got him. He got him.
and Kamikaze went down. It's just Condition 13 had the magazine, and Kamikaze just had the improvised handgun, and that was it.
Yeah, the improvised handgun does hit better, but the M9, the 9mm, has a faster rate of fires, so you can put it down more rounds in the shorter time. But I think both CJ and Anonimo currently heard that. Yeah, CJ definitely heard that. He's taking a way more careful approach to Zagoria here. I wonder if he has the time since the zone is closing in pretty fast. Anonimo 101 maybe though. I think he's trying to play it a bit more safe here as the round progresses because he does not want to lose what he already has. He does have an M9 with a suppressor.
But it doesn't look like he has a magazine currently, so he's still going to be limited by the amount of ammo he can reload in a quick succession. And that's what we talked about before the tournament, actually, that allocating your skills depending on what kind of loot you think you will most likely get in this type of run will actually give you an advantage. As you've mentioned, taking pistol skill maybe instead of rifling skill could give you an advantage earlier on, but then at the end game, when you find a rifle, it really doesn't matter if you're just having enough bullets that you can spray across to everyone.
All right, we're at the center of the map right now. Let's see if we got some action over here. We already have died. I wonder if he even died. I think he has a hunter with a scope. He has been here at the start of the round, and I don't think anybody challenged him, but he doesn't seem to have that much loot over here. So I think that's gonna hurt him in the end game because nobody else went to the castle right away. But as we can see, we already got top class Andari and hold on,
Andarillo?
Andarillo. Thank you there. We got top class over here, who I think is pretty much geared. He does have an AK. Not sure if he has a mag for it. If I can, yeah, he does. He does have a mag for it. Andarillo is moving in. Chappie is moving in. Tyrone Shoelaces is already in, and I think Feudal is moving in.
It's going to get really hectic at this castle in the middle, and that's what we mentioned at the beginning. Stayed here and tried to set up a perimeter, but he unfortunately didn't find any guns that he could effectively defend with. As you can see, Feudal has already moved in, Tyrone has already moved in, Chappie is coming in, Andarillo is moving in.
We got Rocky No Hands. We got Carnage SA. I think Ardeliro went down. Yeah, he did. I Andarillo went down. In the meantime,
Yeah, he probably decided to move a bit faster, and top class probably gunned him down in the meantime.
yeah, let's check that if he is currently looting the body.
No, he's still checking out the perimeter. Chappie seems to be moving in. Dair seems to also be looting around. Tyrone is waiting around, and Feudal is just sitting in his tower.
All right, let's see what we got next over here. We're gonna come back to the castle. Oh, we got John Blaze over here currently getting absolutely. He's fighting Carnage while fighting, let's see, two, four, six puppets at the same time. The madman.
If it's not bears, it's puppets.
Oh, no, not even that. Not on even that. He managed to kill him. He
Yeah, but
managed to kill him. He's avoiding those puppets. He's even gonna try to get that cargo drop. Come on, John. Come on. Let's go, Blaze.
come on, you could do it. If they
I
don't
think he
stun
ran out
lock
of
him,
stamina. Come on, drone. Don't let me down. Oh, but I think, yeah, he managed to get stun locked in it. He managed to get out. But let's see if he's going to.
that vest is really doing him a service. Without it, he would have already been dead a number of
Absolutely.
times.
Absolutely.
But he's still getting
But
chased
he's
around
still
by
going.
10 puppets.
You go, man. You go. Run.
Chap is taking the opportunity of John Blaze being chased by 10 puppets currently to go and loot himself the cargo drop while John Blaze is just taking over the puppets and running around. And he started limping. I think this is the end for
Yeah,
our good old
this is
John
it.
Blaze. If it's not the bears, it's the puppets. John Blaze, man.
Absolutely. We even turn off the bears and he still gets destroyed by the world. Let me get an F in chat for John Blaze here, boys.
Yeah, John Blaze, how you doing? F's in the chat for being destroyed, absolutely destroyed by puppets, but at least he got a kill on Carnage, which was really good. And if if he remembers where he died, he can probably come back and get all the loot.
All right, we're back at the castle. Let's see the situation over here, how we're developing it. We still got Kamikaze, we still got Dair, we still got Tyrone, Shoelaces, and Top Class. He's moving actually downhill, which makes sense since he already has enough time to maybe even loot that town over there. Or maybe he's just going on a flanking maneuver. I'm not sure if Tyrone probably took a shot on him from that tower. Yeah, he's looking over that way. He does have an M16 over there and a pistol. Oh, he definitely took a shot on him.
Yeah, top class. If he has a scope, he can really get a good look at the situation. Looks like Dair is still looting around. Feudal might have heard him, and he may take a chance and move into the actual castle where Dair is currently going. He seems to be taking the high ground, which will give him an advantage since he has a hunter with a scope, so he can take long range shots, especially if a person doesn't see him up top.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what Diet is gonna do. Unfortunately for him, he has remained in this castle for the whole match, and other players, a lot more better geared friends, are gonna come for him. We got Feudal on the outskirts looking into the tower. I think he suspects a sniper somewhere. We got Carnage Gaming moving into the zone. Kamikaze strictly behind him. And Carnage game. I think Dyer managed to get Carnage.
Yeah, looks like that hunter with the scope paid off.
Either either Carnage or Kamikaze on the hill.
Let's see what
But I think it
Kamikaze
was
has.
Dyer. Yeah, Kamikaze does not have a long range weapon, so I think it was either Dyer. Yeah, it could only be Dyer or Feudal. But we got Carnage moving in again. I think we are currently close. We are close to the sudden death as more and more players are trickling into the castle area, try to get that early position.
And we're looking in. People are already starting to move in. They really want to get ahead of everybody else and try and get to the castle as fast as possible. But almost everybody seems to have the same idea. So this is really going to work out in our favor, considering how much action we're gonna see at the moment.
All right, but I want to see where my main rough Shaggy is.
I wonder if he's
Wait,
still
wait,
like.
wait, wait, wait. Let's see here. Rough Shaggy, he's moving in.
Rough Shaggy is also moving in. He knows he's out of luck. He's just trying his best, going towards the goal, taking it slowly this time at least. He needs to rest up. But as soon as these players are starting to move into the castle, it's gonna be very interesting.
Right, we got top class, Choppy, and Tyrone Shoelaces. Top class and Tyrone Shoelaces, I think, are in a duel. They are. Tyrone Shoelaces and Top Class are shooting at each other. Top Class making a flank, running directly at Tyrone, and managed to kill him.
And yeah, this is where we say that once you have a fully automatic rifle with a magazine, you'll probably win almost any fight against a person who either has an improvised handgun or something else that's weaker. Just having that spray and pray option, if you're not confident in your aim, is a saving grace in this type of tournament.
Well, I know Top Class, and I know he definitely does not spray and praise. The guy really does have a really good aim, especially in this game. But let's see if we can see Chappie and John Blaze are not that close to each other as it seems at first. We got Andarillo over there by the cargo drop. He might have looted it. Let's check it out real quick before we get back to the action to the castle. I think he still did. He did not.
I think he's playing it safe, but considering it's open, maybe we can look at John Blaze to see if he looted it first because Andarillo may have just respawned recently. So, and also as we mentioned, he might have gotten something really useful and maybe something that's not so useful. But it looks like John Blaze also didn't gear up as much. Looks like Anonymous is also close to one of the cargo drops. Maybe we can check on
Absolutely.
him before we move on to the actual castle.
You got Anonimo here. I think he's currently one of the most geared players over here since he did take it slow. But I might be mistaken. He has a hunter and he has a shotgun, which is a viable option. That Winchester can really hurt if you manage to get all of the pellets out of it into the player. But it looks like we have a development over here. Chappie moving up.
Actually, moving down, he's moving away from the castle, maybe to take a rest or check out the perimeter. He may be trying to catch someone off guard going to the castle, which is also a viable tactic. Eliminating all of the necessary players is also a tactic for you to be able to win.
But as you can see, we currently have a lot of concentration of players in that castle trying to get that hiding place hit, get that angle in, try to get that. As you can see, Tyrone has a pretty decent tactic here. I think he's trying to get an angle at that door so he can get a one shot, one kill with that improvised headgun and probably steal the gear.
Yeah, that he needs to be a really good shot with that pistol, especially because it doesn't really have a special sight, and if you miss it, you're probably in for a bad time because it takes a lot to reload if you don't have your pistol skill maxed.
Alright, I see we got Dyer here still in his. There he is! There he is, Dyer. And I think he saw somebody.
He saw our main man, Rough Shaggy.
And Rough Shaggy. Rough Shaggy taking fire, I believe, from Feudal. Yes, Feudal saw Rough Shaggy. He's shooting at him, but Feudal is running away. Rough Shaggy is currently, I think, a bit confused who's shooting him, but he sees Dyer. He's taking a shot at him.
I don't think that improvised handgun is gonna work for you in that long of a range, my friend.
It might not, but you never know when you might get that one lucky shot. But Dyer does have an advantage of an optic over here.
And definitely, as we said in the mention, it was probably Dair's plan from the beginning to just get to the castle as fast as possible, loot any possible gear that he can, and try and keep a perimeter, keep himself safe. But that all in the end won't matter if as soon as the sun death mode comes in, because if you haven't died at the beginning, you just need to save yourself one life, and everybody will be on the same playing field, at least before the end of the tournament.
Alright, we still got Tyrone over here. Carnage in the tower. We got Top Class in the corner. Let's look at CJ over there. Even though I really hate to move the castle. But we gotta check out what CJ is doing over here. He does have his own fans in the server. I mean on the stream. He doesn't have his fans in the server, he's in the stream. Don't quote me on that. Thank you very much.
Everybody is each other's fan. Come on.
He's taking it slow, but we got Dream Reaper over there with Trilla Gorilla on the hill, probably making their way. Unless Trilla Gorilla saw him, but I don't think he has anything. He only has an improvised handgun. And Dream Reaper is on the hill. He is pretty much geared, but he only has a pistol out. He also has a shotgun on the back, I think. I'm gonna try to catch up to him. And now he stops. Great. Alright, thank you very much. No, that is an AK-47 and a shotgun at the back. I'm not sure why he's carrying an M9 in his hands. I think it pays off better to be prepared in the fight than just running with a handgun. But we'll see. But I see condition 13 is close to CJ over there. Now, let's see if CJ will spot him.
If CJ spots him, he's at a much better position than Condition 13, considering Condition only has an improvised handgun at the moment. So,
Absolutely. Alright, let's see where we can go next. If Christian will take us away. See, wait. CJ might have spotted condition 13. He is moving to that area. We got Trilla Gorilla over there and Dream Reaper at his back. He might see him. I think he has seen him. But let's see if he's willing to take the shot. I don't think he is. I think he's saving his ammo and his gear for the final fight, which is a pretty much smart play here. We got Kamikaze at the river.
Kamikaze seems to be taking a chill pill near the river, probably taking in the sights of the impending doom of the walls closing in. We might.
Wait. But I think we have to go. We have to see how it goes. Rough Shaggy, the man, the myth, the legend. No!
Oh,
Condition 13 wins the fight.
I swear we have to stop spectating Rough Shaggy because every time we go to him, he just dies in a matter of minutes.
Oh, really? We got an F. Get an F. Justice for Shaggy. Let's go.
Yeah, we gotta stop spectating him, man. He might not even have a chance if we start spectating him. We just need to let him go, let him do his own thing, and maybe he will survive until the end.
We got J-Bugs over here. We haven't seen him from the start almost, and Rocky No Hands over there. I think J-Bugs managed to gear himself up pretty good over here. Yeah, he does have some protection and a spear. I think he also has, yeah, oh, he has an AK with a bayonet on it.
Yeah, and bayonet is really good for close quarters combat, especially if you can get the drop on somebody. A bayonet is almost in all situations a one shot because it just does so much damage.
But J-Bugs might run into condition 13 over there, depends how it goes, but I think they're gonna miss each other. Let's get back to the castle and see how it goes over there. We got Feudal and Anonimo down on the outskirts. Let's see if they're shooting at each other or what's going on. I think something is happening. Yeah, he is hiding from Feudal. We also got Chappie and Loaflord over there. But let's see how it goes with Anonimo and Feudal.
Looks like Anonymous is just waiting for. They're both waiting for a better position and waiting for the other person to peek, so they're both playing smart. Feudal only has an improvised handgun, so Anonymous is at an advantage at the moment, considering he has a hunter, I believe. But neither of them have a scope, so the range advantage is just. It doesn't matter if. Oh, look, he has
a Winchester. But even if he did have a hunter, I would rather have an improvised handgun than a hunter in this kind of situations. Because other than hunting animals, the hunter really is not that good of a weapon.
But if you manage to clip someone in the foot and they start limping, you're at a significant advantage because they can neither run away or.
That is true. We got Trilla, Gorilla, and Top Class over here. I think Top Class is gonna spot Trilla over here. No, he didn't see him through that hole in the wall.
Looks like Top Class is just trying to take it easy, maybe looking for some opportunities. I think he probably heard Thrilla Gorilla and he's just waiting for him to come out of the
Possibly,
zone.
possibly. Trilla Gorilla also. I don't think Trilla Gorilla is gonna try to get out till he absolutely has to. But let's go back to Feudal and Anonimo to see how their duel is going. We got Andarillo in the background. And I think Chappie won his duel against the
Low Lord.
Loaf.
Yeah, Anonimo and Feudal are just having a classical Mexican standoff. We'll just see who shoots first and who takes the win in the duel between those two.
It's more of a game in cat and mouse right at this point. I think neither one of them wants to budge right now. But let's see. I think hold up. I think Top Class did manage to take out. Yeah,
Yeah, Top Class did manage to take out Thrilla Gorilla. He was basically just staying in the corner. Not much he can do else except for maybe wait for someone who has better gear and then one shot them in the head and take everything. That would have been one of his only shots to get better gear because the circle has closed in around most of the POIs and looks like Eroctic is aiming at
Rocket is
condition
fighting.
13.
Yep, Rocket is seeing him. He's shooting at him. Condition 13 does not have any gear, which is going to go into Eroctix's favor.
Yeah, Eroctic looks like he has a pretty kitted out AK-47 along with another one in the back as well as an M16 and it looks like Condition 13 doesn't have a chance at the moment. I wonder if Eroctic was the one who got the cargo drop or was it Condition and Eroctic is just hungry for blood.
Eroctic is trying to get on some sneak tactics over there to the bush. Try to get a better position on condition 13 without he's losing his cover, but he's getting much concealment over here, so that might not even be a bad play over here. Condition 13 is entering the cargo drop trying to grab some gear, and he managed to get the cargo drop with the SVD and Aguila inside, but
And
Eroctic is
Eroctic
shooting
got him
him,
down.
and he managed to get him. Just as he managed to get his gear, Eroctic has managed to get condition 13. Just as he took, I think that is the most rare cargo box that is possible to find.
Yeah, you get a fully kitted SVD and you also get bottom and top of the ghillie suit. And if Eroctic decides to take a chance and go towards that cargo drop, I don't think he will, considering the zone is closing in. But if he saw the condition had a ghillie suit, he might go for it just for the advantage at the end.
All right, let's see what else is going. This is getting really interesting here. We got a lot of players on a really small area. We got Dire still. We got Top Class, Carnage, Chappie, Anonimo, and Feudal are still in their lockdown duel. Not one of them wants to budge to the other.
They are a really
No, wait a
patient.
minute. Yeah, Feudal is still alive. Andarillo, John Blaze is moving, I think, towards Andarillo's position. Let's see how John Blazes goes. Condition 13 is also behind there.
Andarillo seems to be just waiting in a bush. Doesn't seem like Feudal and Anonymous will engage in combat, but it looks like more and more people are going towards the castle and maybe trying to get a few picks and getting somebody else's gear.
We got Loaf Lord entering the tower here. He's gonna try to climb out, but he got immediately domed by Carnage with, I think, was an improvised handgun. And he's going to loot Loaf Lord right now to grab all of his gear.
Yeah,
Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was an AK between in
yeah, I
that
think it
gear as
fell
well.
on the
But
window.
Top Class has heard that shot.
Now, Top Class might either decide to keep control of this middle part of the arena or go try and risk it. At this point in the game, with this much gear, I don't think it's worth for people like him to risk losing his gear, considering he's already inside of the castle and just waiting for the end of the tournament, and basically just waiting for sudden death mode.
We'll see how it goes. But let's see here, Carnage Gaming. He manage to loot?
He already did, and he's taking back his position at the top of the tower. He's reloading his improvised handgun,
And
which
he
was
did
really
manage to
useful.
grab that AK, actually an RPK. My apologies, I didn't see that correctly. We got Rocky No Heads and J Bugs over there. Let's go, Rocky, and Rocky No Hands immediately dies to J Bugs. But I think J Bugs he's still alive.
Yeah, and he seems to have an M9 with a magazine, which is definitely a lot better than an improvised handgun in a one-on-one situation, especially if the person misses his first shot of the improvised handgun, you basically get a guaranteed kill.
He's still holding on to his rifle with the bayonet on it. Dream Reaper is still up there on that mountain. I'm not sure what he is waiting for over there.
He might be hoping that somebody comes by and he can just pop them off as soon as he sees someone moving away from the zone. But he is pretty geared, and he may be just waiting for the zone to come back so he can play it safe and go to the middle of the castle safely.
That is possible, but we got Trilla Gorilla over there, CJ over there, J-Bugs and Loaflord might be in a duel. CJ, I think CJ sees somebody.
CJ might be just waiting on as a lookout to see what kind of mayhem is going on at the castle. J-Bug seems to be moving in at a quick pace towards the castle. Loaflord has already gone back and taken one of the towers. Luckily, there wasn't Carnage up there waiting for him with improvised handgun aimed for his head.
Not this time, but oh, I think Anonimo won his duel against Feudal here. Yeah, he'd managed to do it.
I think if you look, for Feudal is in the back. Maybe if we can see if he got. I think they disengaged.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
actually
they
disengaged.
disengaged. All right, they solved it like gentlemen. But Chappie is directly behind Feudal over here, but there is some thick shrubbery and vegetation, so he doesn't really have eyes on him. Feudal doesn't have much cover, but he does have a lot of concealment here. But remember, as long as you're moving in that bush, you are making a sound that other players will be able to hear. So I think Chappie probably heard Feudal there. That's why he's so careful around here. But he doesn't want to move in for the kill because he's not sure what the enemy has in this situation, and he only has that improvised headgun.
Yeah, but definitely Chappie has an opportunity if he catches a person off guard and hits them directly in the head. It's most likely going to be a one-shot kill and loot city for our boy Chappie.
We got Carnage Gaming still up there.
He looks like he's just taking his position and waiting for people to come by and just playing the waiting game.
Let's see what Anonimo is here doing in his own tower. It might be the same thing. Yeah, absolutely the same thing. But those towers are going to eventually be out of the zone. So let's see how that goes for them. Tyrone Shoelaces also currently. They're taking positions all around the castle. Try to find the best position for them to give them that advantage. They don't know what gear the enemy has. They're not sure. They all might be thinking, I only have this, they could have this. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and as we've mentioned, people are starting to take their tactical positions around the castle. As you can see, you have the tall towers that you can stand in, but the bad thing about those towers is they don't look at. You're not able to see across the whole castle, and there are only certain fields of view you can look at before the circle starts closing in on you, and you have to run away. And considering you can't jump out of those windows, it's really bad for you. And looks like Bando is running crouching, I should say, away from the zone. He's
Does he
taking
know
it
the Zao
slowly.
zone is over there? Oh, I think I know what he's doing. He's using the zone to flush everybody else out while he's crouching, moving up so they don't see him.
Typical battle royale playing, and it looked to me like he had an MK18 fully kitted. Rough Shaggy seems to be outside of the zone currently, probably
I
dead.
think he is out of lives here.
Yeah, I think since he didn't respawn, he is out of lives. Can we get an F in the chat for our boy
For
Shaggy?
the greatest hero of this whole tournament,
Rough
Rough
Shaggy.
Shaggy. He is. He might have lost the tournament, but he has won the hearts of minds of everybody in this stream. Shaggy, you never gave up, and I respect you for that. Whoa, we got Rocktick and Stealth here. Currently close to each other, might be in a duel over here. Stealth just taking a stroll over here, not even bothered by anything. So he's not really moving around. Let's see what Rocktick is doing. He's moving around the zone here. Probably doing a full sweep over here.
Yeah, Rocktick didn't seem to notice Stealth ZF, but he also seems to be employing the same tactic as Bando, which is basically hugging the enclosing wall and just making sure nobody's behind you, because getting shot in the back in this type of tournament really wouldn't feel that good.
Alright, we got Rocktick moving around the zone. He's moving away from Stealth. Let's just check what Stealth is doing real quick. Over here. He's just not concerned. He doesn't have a bother in his world. He's probably gonna try to loot that cam over there. But let's return to the boys in the castle over there.
Looks like CJ is also employing the same tactic of hugging the wall and making sure nobody comes up behind him. Let's see what kind of gear he has before we move on.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. He's still fully kitted. He has a shotgun at the ready. He seems to have a suppressed rifle at his back, and he's going to be moving in slowly to the castle like everybody else, and that's about it. Let's move on back to the castle.
Alright, let's see here. I keep looking at Rough Shaggy's name, and I really don't want to go, but let's go back to the castle. We got Dream Reaper Gaming here.
Also taking it slow.
Well, let's see where Christian is taking us here right now. We got Bando and CJ actually. So we're gonna hold off on the castle right now. Bando getting seriously close to the zone. I think he might have spotted a Rocktick down there.
It's definitely possible he spotted him down
Oh, this
there,
is gonna
but
be
will he
interesting.
take a risk?
CJ is circling around from the top, a Rocktick from the bottom, and Bando is just moving with the zone.
I think
Yes.
definitely CJ is at the best possible position because he has the high ground, and Bando is actually pinched between both CJ and Eroctic. So if they both notice,
Oh,
oh, it
but
looks like
wait,
CJ is
Bando's
moving
gonna
in.
see him from the bush.
CJ doesn't see Bando. He might get sniped from the bush. He's checking the bush. He's making sure.
Yeah, he's looking at it, but Rocktick is gonna have eyes on him from down there right now.
This is going to be interesting. Oh, it looks like CJ noticed Bando, and Bando only has a gun. CJ's taking
Oh,
it.
CJ's taking
Oh,
fire from
Eroctic going
Rocktick.
from the shots, taking the shots. Did Bando also die? Yeah, CJ managed to eliminate Bando before Eroctic managed to kill him as well. I don't think Eroctic will have enough time to gather all the loot he needs.
No, that loot is gone.
Yeah,
He has to move right now.
yeah. If he doesn't move, it will take a couple of seconds before he gets instantly killed, and you don't want to lose your gear at this time of the tournament.
Alright, let's go back to the castle to see how we're doing over there. Wait a minute, we got Stealth, ZF, and Tyrone Shoelaces. I know I've said we're gonna go back to the castle, but those outskirts tools are really getting interesting right now. I think Stealth ZF is looking at that cabin. He suspects or saw Tyrone entering. I don't think Tyrone knows that Stealth is outside waiting for him. No, he doesn't. Stealth definitely saw him now.
Or maybe, yeah, he
Yeah,
definitely
he
saw
took a
him.
shot with an improvised handgun. I wonder what else Stealth has.
He's probably conserving his ammo, waiting for the last zone to move, but he definitely has an advantage considering he has a helmet as well as a ballistic.
Alright, let me just check here. How much time we got left? We should be getting pretty close to the sudden death activation. As Stealth F.
Let's
Right,
move on
wait a
to
minute, but
Tyrone
Tyrone
Shoelaces.
Shoelace is running away from Stealth F, but he's running directly into John Blaze's arms. If John Blaze is actually. Whoa!
He has an RPK with a drum mag, but that could be deceiving. He might only have 3 bullets inside. You
That
never
is
know.
true. But he does have. I think he looted it from over over there, and Tyrone is inside currently looting the cargo drop. Let's see if he can manage to get something
He might get lucky
worthwhile.
like condition 13 and get the best possible loot drops, but everything else he might get a few medical supplies and some clothes or some food that will hopefully get him through to the end. Because if you die, you also keep your metabolism stats. So if you keep your metabolism stats up, you will have more running time than everybody else around you who didn't keep up with their metabolism. And looks like Tyrone is going towards John Blaze at the moment. John Blaze taking it slow. Tyrone moving in. Let's see how this goes.
Tyrone moving in. John Blaze is laying there. I think he saw him. Yeah, he saw him popped out like a gorilla and shot him down. But I think Puppet is going to kill John Blaze if John Blaze has ever showed us anything.
Well, let's be honest. Last time he was being chased on by 10 puppets. This is just one, and he has at least something to defend himself. Hitting a puppet with your weapon stock is actually really good because it keeps them off you, and it does a pretty significant amount of damage actually. And he actually decided to waste his bullets killing the police puppet, but that also attracted other puppets, which is a is a bad situation for John Blaze here.
Well, considering what he had to live through last time we put eyes on him, I don't really blame him. But I see condition 13 and Dyer at the
Uh,
same building, and
I
it looks
think
like.
Dayer just killed condition 13. Yeah, the same tactic, waiting on top, waiting for them to come up to you and take their lives right before sudden death. Looks like more and more people are going and converging inside of the castle. This is going to be really interesting. I think we should mostly just keep our eyes on this castle at the moment because it's just people standing in towers, standing in the gardens, and everybody else, and the other people are just trying to make their up.
But we have a Bambi showdown right now. Tyrone versus Condition 13. Both recently killed. Both are going to have only the improvised rifle,
Yeah,
the
but
handgun.
condition 13 is being mauled by a puppet, which gives him a significant disadvantage because he can't take the time to reload his gun while Tyrone
And he
shoots.
got him.
Oh,
He got Tyrone.
never mind. He managed to get him. Good
Wait a
job,
minute, we
condition.
got Stealth F and John Blaze live. Real close to each other. Let's see how that goes. I think yeah, I think Stealth spotted John Blaze.
Yeah,
He's waiting.
John Blaze is taking
And
out
John
like
Blaze managed to take out Stealth.
oh my God, John Blaze just did something amazing. I think he'll be able to get the necessary amount of gear. Oh, he's not going to risk by taking it. That's an interesting move. I would at least try and get the ballistic vest and the helmet off the guy. Or maybe if he has some bullets, that's definitely an interesting choice by John Blaze.
I do see we have some Team Dyer, team Top Class, Team Anonimo in the chat. That's what I like to see. Bring support to your favorite player over here. We got Andarillo.
Seems to be taking it slow and steady. He probably figured he has limited amount of guns and ammo, and he's just probably going to take it slow to the end of the zone and into sudden death.
We got Mr. Nick Adams also down there. He does have a shotgun, a step-through vest, and another shotgun over there. He does have some gear. He is better off than most of these people, but I still think, and let me just check here, that top class is currently the top class. And I do believe we have entered sudden death mode, which means every single death that happens from this point on means you're out from the tournament. So this is it, boys and girls. As I'm saying that, I think I see a duel over there between Eroctic and Tyrone Shoelaces.
This is it. This is all or nothing. This is where the lowly spearman can win against a man with an AK-47, and it looks like Tyrone Shoelaces is the first one to fall, or maybe not. Yeah, I think he is the first one to fall in this
Absolutely.
sudden death.
I Don't know where his body is, but I do believe he is eliminated. Rest in peace, Tyrone.
Yeah, this has been one hell of a tournament, and I can't wait to see if how it all converges at the moment because a lowly improvised pistol can win against an RPK with a full drum mag and just take the win. Chappie seems to be taking it slowly but in the backwards direction, but there's more and more people gathering inside of the castle, and we'll just see how this plays out. We have people taking the towers, we have people taking the gardens, we have condition running all over the place in the middle,
We
and
have we have a tip off that there's going to be a dual heal Eroctic
Eroctic
against
versus Bando. Let's see.
Bando.
Bando seems to be chilling
Wait,
inside
is
of a tree.
Eroctic? No, Eroctic is not down.
Eroctic doesn't seem to notice Bando, but since they're both not moving, they don't seem to be making any noise. I wonder who will get the first drop on the person. Bando only seems to have an improvised handgun, while Eroctic is fully kitted as before. The circle is getting really close. We're begin. This is the beginning of the end.
Yes, it is. As we are closing in, we got John Blaze over there with the RPK moving on the flank. He is still using the tactic of clearing alongside the wall, letting people duke it out in the center, hoping they're gonna kill each other or at least wound each other completely by the time he gets there. He doesn't have any body armor though, which is unfortunate for him.
Looks like Bando and Eroctic are just taking it easy, really close to each other, within like 5 meters, I would think. It just depends. I think Bando is going to need to move out first. I think we should stay here and see what happens right now.
Absolutely, but I do believe this is going to be the worst situation for Bando. If Bando was up front and Rocky up in behind, I would give him a chance, but this he's going to have to move and Eroctic is going to spot him. But Eroctic, I think he's moving first. Bando might spot him. He might see this movement. But
Yep, and it looks like Eroctic is starting to move first, but
but
Bando is still staying. He is not moving for some reason.
I
I think he's trying to stay behind the zone.
yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
and Eroctic's moving in.
They got him.
He got him. Yeah. He doesn't have anything useful on him at the moment. So Eroctic better get out. If he gets caught by the zone, that's game over.
All right, let's get back to the castle because I believe to the outskirts it's all going to come down right to the center. We got Dream Reaper on the outskirts, Mr. Nick Adams, Andarillo, John Blaze Live, Loaf Lord, and Eroctic TTV. Trilla Gorilla as well. Everybody else is currently taking up positions inside of the castle.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be coming just to a huge castle fight just to see who will end up at the top. I think the people who are in the towers are actually at a disadvantage because they either need to risk jumping and taking fall damage or not being able to escape fast enough as soon as the zone moves in. I believe Stealth opted for a better option of just staying outside in plain sight and giving him better cover.
Absolutely, but I do see we have lost Bando. He has left. Good effort, Bando. Thank you for coming, but let's keep moving with the tournament. Yes, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, chat. Give my boy Shaggy some love. But let's continue with the tournament. Eroctic moving down the hill. I think he's still moving along the wall. Yes, he is. Interesting choice that he is moving down the hill. But he might get a drop on Trilla Gorilla over there.
Trilla Gorilla also seems to be opting in for the slower method because, of course, it is sudden death, and if you get caught out, it's over. So I think most people will either employ. Oh, looks like a fight between Mr. Nick
Yeah,
Adams and
Mr.
Dream
Nick
Reaper.
Adams and Dream Reaper Gaming are going at it. Mr. Nick Adams only has a shotgun, actually two shotguns, but Dream Reaper Gaming only has a pistol. Actually, I think he has a rifle as well, but he either does not have the ammo for it, or for some reason he is saving it for another location. But he has disengaged and ran away. I do believe this is better for him. If he's not sure, then better to retreat.
Yeah, he might run into Andarillo on the
Wait a
way up.
minute, we got Stealth F and Carnage Gaming SA.
I think
And
Stealth.
Stealth has managed to take out Carnage.
I don't understand why he's not looting him at the moment. He has a body full of gear right next to
He
him.
did take an RPK, but I do think he thinks that the bulletproof vest that he wears is now shut up and not even worth taking.
Or maybe he's just setting it as bait for another person. That could also be
That
one of
is
his
also
tactics.
possible. We got Rocky No Hands up here. Glad to see him still in.
Yep, he is also taking the sneaky approach of just standing in plain sight until the last moments come in, as well as Top Class. Top Class seems to be doing pretty well for himself. He is the first one to employ this tactic of standing in the open of the castle and just shooting people that walk by and taking
All
their
right,
gear.
we got a tip here that something is going on. Let's see here, John Blaze live
John
versus
Blaze just killed a rock tick.
John Blaze has eliminated Eroctic here, ladies and gentlemen. The Madman did it, but he's limping here. I wonder if he still has an adrenaline shot, and will he remember to use it? He might have taken Eroctic out, but Eroctic might come haunt him from the grave if John Blaze does not remember to take an adrenaline shot.
Yeah, I don't think he has one. Oh no, John Blaze, run. Start running. You're gonna be in a bad time. He's getting shot at from the front. He has the zone in the back. He took out a rock tick, but I think he's in a bad spot right now. But thankfully, I think Lowflord has just shot him and he aggro
Lawford
puppets.
has shot him, but he's gonna get a poppin on himself. This might save John Blaze, that lone puppet over there. Let's see what is going on over there.
Yeah, Lowflord is just getting wrecked by puppets at the moment. And oh no, he killed him at the
He
moment.
killed the puppet, but he lost eyes on John Blaze over there, and John Blaze managed to take out Chappie. Now, if I were John Blaze, I would go to Chappie's position, loot him, and try to get that adrenaline shot if he doesn't have any on himself.
John Blaze is on a roll, but that limp is really going to give him a bad time. We thought the puppets were going to save John Blaze because the low floor took the aggro from them, but it doesn't look that way. He seems to be low on health and limping as well, and low floor is just waiting for the kill.
And John Blaze is down.
You fought good, my man. See you next time.
Well done, John Blaze, but let's keep it going over here. He's getting close now. We got Low Floor still in the game. Dream Reaper, I think he's still in. Yes, he is. Andarillo, it seems he is out. We still got Anonimo here.
Anonymous sitting around the mountain. As you can see, the towers have already been engulfed by
Feudal,
the zone.
as Stealth has taken out Feudal.
Stealth is really living up to his name, being stealthy, moving in through the castle, and just picking people off, winning every single fight.
But Top Class has eyes on Stealth right now, and he is going to take him out with that M16, unless Stealth can pull out another miracle. But yeah, Top Class retreated back.
And he seemed to miss Rocky No Hands that was standing right behind him. Top Class is moving back.
Oh, Rocky No Hands. Can you see him? Oh, but
no,
he
didn't
can't. React.
The zone is moving in. He is really close. This is the part where it gets really interesting. These are the last seconds of the match. This is where it's at. I think Top Class
Stealth
just took
is out. Top Class has managed to take out Stealth. Well, good effort. Well fought, Stealth. But let's keep it going over here. We got Anonimo moving in. Top Class managed to take out, but he still has Rocky No Hands and J-Backs on his back right now.
Low floor still in the castle. Top Class moving into the Dayer, still holding that tower. He's been in that tower for the last hour, I believe. He's just waiting there. I think he's in one of the better positions because the center of the circle is actually in the center of that castle. Looks like Anonymous just spotted Lovelord. He might start shooting at him. And
Lovelord running for jumping for it.
Low floor taking the stealth approach, going into the water, knowing that Anonymous can see him through the green goo on the top of the water.
What? Anonymous is down. Anonymous has been taken out by Top Class, but Top Class is now limping. Rocky No Hands might have a shot on top class right now.
If he decides to take it, Rocky No Hands
Oh,
jumps in the water as well. He might meet Low Floor at the bottom of that trench. I don't think they can get out. I think they're stuck, which would spell really bad for them. And that would be a terrible tragedy.
yeah, Rocky No Hands. Unfortunately,
They were really far from the stairs. It was
I don't think
just
he's
a
gonna
bad
make.
call.
Oh, he
Rocky
might make
No
it.
Hands
He
will
made
make
it. He made it. Come on, Rocky. Let's go.
Come on, Rocky. Go. Go through the door.
Oh, he missed the door. He's still in the zone. Let's see if Low Floor.
Low Floor's still swimming, hoping for that, but I don't think he'll make it in time, sadly. And the last zone is closing in. Everybody is moving in.
Rocky No Hands moving into Dream Reaper. Dream Reaper taking him out. Let's see how top class is doing.
Top class is still standing here, taking it stealthy.
He's patching up, but Dyer is moving into the castle as well.
Dyer is moving in. It's top class, Rocky, and Dyer. The top three have been decided. Now it's the time to decide who will be number one. Rocky No Hands still decides to take it easy and not move in. Dyer versus top class. Who is going to win? Top class has been heard from the last battle. Looks like top class, and it looks like top class has took
top class is the winner.
Congratulations, top class. We have a winner.
There you go. There you go. Congratulations, top class. Congratulations, Tahir. Congratulations to Rocky No Hands, and thank you everybody for watching and playing. This was honestly great. Top class, well earned, my man.
This was definitely one exciting tournament, especially with the technical difficulties at the beginning. We have top class here.
And Rocky No Hands.
These are our top three contestants that have finished this tournament. They will be all getting a prize. But top class will be taking home the $5,000. Congratulations, top class. You played really well.
Absolutely. And there is also one more winner in this whole tournament, and that's still, and I stand by my words, Rough Shaggy. But congratulations to top class. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for playing. This came close more than we thought it would be. It was really close. Everybody was just holding their angles, trying to get better angles on each other. But here we are, the last man that managed to stand is top class.
Top class really living up to his name. He was top of his class. He won the tournament, and that's amazing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the tournament.